Hello, I'm John Proxy and welcome to the Proximity. This is Beacon, the next step in my Itch.iOdyssey. And there appear to be challenges. Also, this is a very good looking game. Possibly the best looking game I've seen so far. And that includes a couple of games that are kind of genuinely well known. That sarcophagus there opened up. I'm going to press new game. Now, I've seen the first minute or so of this game because I started recording and my screen was made smaller because I do impressions at the end and I changed the screen format and I forgot to put it back.
Triage assessment.
Yes, the ship integrity is lost. Life support module has been ejected. The SHK Ouroboros suffered hull disintegration due to unknown projectiles. Pilots ejected with life support. Yes, that was Freya Akiyama. But I know what he did there. The Ouroboros. Ouroboros is a snake biting its own tail. This appears to be a roguelike. Which means, and the implication is every time you die, you get cloned. So there's snake biting its own tail. See what he did there. Anyway, we're going down to Corvus. Going down to Corvus. Have ourselves some lovely adventures, possibly. We'll see. I'm not really sure. We're going to do the training module.
Virtual training.
I like the use of yellow. Very bold. I'm going to get sick of that by the time Cyberpunk comes out. So one of the things I was going to say is, like, there seems to be a mouse cursor, but my mouse isn't doing anything. But controller makes a lot more sense here. So yes, I can see where I'm looking.
Open map.
There's the map. I can see some stuff on the map. You see the cursor does nothing. Well, I can move it with my controller, and I've tried unplugging the controller. It doesn't make any difference. I don't know why. Anyway. I can go, hey, like that. The sound might be a little bit quiet. Dodge roll. Like so. And we can dodge roll through the fire. And we're going to open that up and get ourselves a new weapon. The Viper Assault Rifle. Okay, so having played this the second time round, this is when I looked at my screen and realised that I had to restart the recording. This is a different weapon than I got last time. So we understand the demands of today's interplanetary corporation. Sometimes, even with the best will in the world, diplomacy just doesn't work out. Merger gone south, buyer with cold feet, ex-CEO not quite as retired as you like. Whatever the reason, make sure your enforcement teams are armed with the best. The Kaiserschmidt Viper Assault. Is it V1PI? Yeah, it's Viper, isn't it? Assault rifle boasts an industry-defining rate of fire, more than earning its reputation for quickly delivering a shipment of bullets into, or at least in the direction of, your enemies. There we go. After all, when there are multiple targets, low accuracy is just an opportunity to hit someone new. Fires plasma rounds, automatic, but it's got low accuracy. Lovely. Am I using that now? Yes.
Fire.
We can see
weapon.
Ah, God, they... Okay, I can aim and walk in different directions.
Switch weapon.
How? Yeah, that seems to do it. A is not swap weapon. Also, I died. Why is swap weapon?
Use grenade box.
Cool. I'm now full up on grenades.
Throw grenade.
Yeah, I grenaded him.
Melee.
I have some delicious fruit. That's what you get for being a tree. Okay, I'm not sure this is the best looking game, but it looks really good. Look at that. That's not the map. That's not the map! That's the map, okay. Cool. My DNA's been improved! I did a thing with stuff. Woohoo! Swift Arbiter, we understand the demands of today's... Okay, that's the same. I guess. Dlat. Sorry, I did that. It's such a poor job of saying that word. Hmm. I just realised I should refill up on grenades. Cool. I'm looking at the UI because that's also always a useful thing. Okay, so here's the thing I've not had a chance to look at in games yet. So, I'm making a game. I'm going to mention that a lot. It's going to get repetitive, I'm sure. But what I do, it's not a top-down game, but it is a game that you control primarily with a controller and has a reticle. So things like when I hover over that, yeah, that's interesting. This is the first game I've seen with a comparable system, so that springs out, it grows. This is the word. The word is there at the start. That's interesting. So yeah, how the UI does that is interesting. Yeah, I did that thing. Probably need it for the door, I imagine. Lovely.
Use crate. Activate pickup.
It's an EM1 flare shot with the safety always guiding our hands. Shoraitikou's Interstellar is pleased to equip all interplanetary vessels under its command with emergency flare shot. Only to be used in extraordinary circumstances, this reusable device will fire a blue signal flare intended to attract attention and aid a stranded ship or pilot. Please be aware that flares fired with this device are extremely dangerous, and as such, every precaution should be made to point the device away from anything you do not wish to see destroyed. Chance to ignite. It can catch things on fire. It's very slowly go towards that. Okay, hurt myself quite a lot there.
Activate auxiliary.
It's an auxiliary. Time and time again, our customers have requested a product that could be deployed in the most severe and dire circumstances. A device that, in an emergency, could be used quickly and efficiently to help turn the tides of battle. As with any suggestion from our customers, we looked at these requests closely. So it's interesting that you can scroll downwards very slowly, but you have to hover this over it to do it. And the fact scrolling text is interesting as well, if you want to have a lot of stuff. So my system for text is so incredibly convoluted. But it does give it a sort of style, but readability might be a better idea. I'll have to review that. However, we also know that our customers come to us with unique takes on... you know what, I'm going to skip reading these because I've only got so much time. Deploy a barrage of 5 missiles is what I can do. Now with RB. Ooh. Barrage has to retrain. This is the beacon loader. Simulation complete. These are the current statistics of your clone. They will change dynamically as you slot DNA strands in and out of your genome, just like in real life. DNA comes in a variety of categories. Volatile offers polarizing stats with a high mutation chance. Fortified offers more positive stats with low mutation stance. DNA mods are special strands that modify existing pieces of DNA. Initiating a hard reset will clear your mutations, DNA, and mods. The process cannot be undone. The genomes, they're little bastards. They are. They'll come along, steal your stuff. The genomes. They contain 5 DNA slots, each of a single DNA mod slot, and its own chance to mutate. Once finished selecting your desired strands, hit the sequence button to finalize your genome and roll for mutations. So more luck. But less health. Oh, I've stacked a faction, and I've got a bonus. And then it seems to want me to have lots of... It's put my health down quite a lot. I don't think I want any less health. It would give me lots of resistance though. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Might have been worth just putting them all in anyway because it would help with sequencing.
Genome. Mutation detected.
Your vision is cold, detached blue. Lifting your hands to your temples, you find only jagged metallic angles. You should feel alarm or pain instead of you feel nothing. Your task is still incomplete. The fact that fact alone fills your consciousness. You still have a job to do, and your new faculties can only aid you in your objective. I get 40 plus 40 critical hit, 40 stamina, 10% chance to gain Tesla energy on critical hit. And no mutation there. So it might have been worth it for those things, but... Maximum limit of each statistic is 300? Okay, got a car. With a G cat there. G cat. Might be the first loading screen we've seen. That's definitely not true. Well, how do I introduce this? If you're reading this, hi. This is Freya Akiyama. I'm a Zakrana from Shorai Teku Interstellar, and I'm completely unbelievably screwed. As far as I can tell, my situation is this. My ship, the Ouroboros, you've probably seen its burnt wreckage tastefully adorning the landscape, came into the atmosphere somewhere up there, and impacted into the side of this planet right about here. From what I can tell, quite a big explosion followed, and my crushed, dead, flailing body was thrown a couple of 100 feet into a tree. Luckily, my clone bay still works, hence the fresh new me. Believe me, the old me is in no state to be writing this. Unluckily, the distress beacon, the only thing that guaranteed would make it out of the crash intact, is missing. And so my only hope is to find and activate the beacon, hence the name of the game. This won't be easy. It could have landed miles away from the crash site. It could have fallen off a cliff. It could be underwater. I'm pretty sure other people don't need to deal with these sorts of problems when they're less than 10 minutes old. There we go. I've got a star on my head. That's odd. Some stuff. Nanomed trauma patch. Cool. I'm gonna close this because it heals. With LB. Cool. It's useful. Nothing to punch yet. That's a grenade! Oh, it's my Tesla thing. Ooh. Oh yeah, I can dodge. Try not to forget that. Found a cave! Prismcom 13D. Work. I'm gonna skip this, I'm afraid. Because time is against me. You know what? I should have... No. Decision was made. What's this? Ah, whatever. Do I have stamina? Do I tell? Okay, cool, I survived. Let's not walk into that. You know what, that hurt anyway. Where did you come from? I should go back and hit some trees. I need a better weapon. A better what, John? Better weapon. Proximity mine. Okay, cool. We are on the proximity, so definitely use that. Oh, he's chasing me. A bit of the old explore. Sort of skipping through bits now, aren't I? Here we've got the flare shot, which I'd prefer. So wait. Okay. Yeah, I should have done a better job of looking around. I didn't necessarily know that this would be like the main route. Cool. I don't know what it's doing right now. I guess it's loading. Lovely. Yeah, I've got a waypoint, so I can actually just ignore that and go towards every other place. You know what? I missed that purple thing. That's the main thing I wish I'd actually seen. Yay, the quiverer! Nope, the mouse still doesn't do anything. Fires 3 explosive bolts, all bolts detonate on reload. Awesome. That's trapped. Now we know. Fires explosive flares, second shot flies, blue flare. You know what, that seems more interesting. Wish I could have both, but at least I found it. Well, that's exciting. It didn't immediately take damage, but... yeah, I'm gonna kick ass of this. Oh, I don't know what that means, but okay. That seems like a bad idea. Well, maybe I've missed something. I want to. Oh no! Now I want to see what the other thing did. 'Cause, With the prism equipment. This guy was scary. Volatile DNA. Why would you switch like that, John? There's quite a lot of stuff going on right now. Oh, hang on, did I run out of gun? Didn't even know that was a thing that could happen. Oh, I've got grenades as well. Holy cow. Oh, I've got the supernova back. I must have just switched weapon. Feels like cheating, but whatever. I really need some healing. Sure. We'll take the sonic cannon. Immediately love it. I'll go forwards. Yeah, that made me very nervous. Yeah, I should be doing the side things, but also it's half an hour and I want to finish this level. I might die though. I want to use this gun on something, damn it. Oh, that's a shame. I never got to kill anything. I mean, with that gun. But I did survive. Memento's text and tone evolves the further mutated Freya becomes. That's interesting. Right, well, I'm going to have to let you go here. But I'm not deleting this game, I can tell you that. I don't know if it's one of my favourites so far. but I do think it's very interesting. But if I return to menu, does it quit me out of the game? Let's find out. I can continue. Lovely. Because I've not died yet. Well, I'm going to let you... No, I'm not letting you go. What are we talking about? We're going to go to the future, John, and say our impressions of the game. And then we're going to see what our next game is after that. Right. We need to talk about... I need him to shift slightly. There we go. We need to talk about... Let's make it yellow. Beacon, which is a thing I've definitely seen because I played it. But these are our impressions. Also, I'm supposed to draw something I've heard of but never seen. I'll have to have a think about that. In the meantime, that says impressions. Just get rid of that. Lovely. So, I'm going to need lots of yellow for this one, I think. Cool. What happens if I... Huh. Yeah, sure. Right, we're supposed to be talking about a game that I played yesterday called Beacon. Delicious Beacon. So it seems to be a roguelike. I like the shooting mechanics. It seemed good. We're in a sort of weird place here where it is perfectly functionable. The game had a cool aesthetic. I had fun playing it. I would play it again had I not like thousands of games that I should actually play. And I like there's humour in the writing of the weapons and stuff, but it doesn't stand out on this list. Like the Waldens of the world are going to stand out on this list, right? And it's going to take me a while for me to forget about Walden. Bloody Eukenspiel, even though it made me ill, stands out. But Beacon, I think is good. And I know this sounds really underwhelming, and it's going to always sound underwhelming every time I go, yeah, it's fine. Hang on, let's draw that little sarcophagus thing. Nope, that's not what I want to do. It's not really a sarcophagus, is it, John? No, let's put a little some tech in there. Some words. Gonna crack open at any time. I'm not sure. I didn't really plan this very well, did I? We'll put some aliens in the background. I've heard of aliens, but I've never seen them. They kind of look like people most of the time, didn't they? But I'm still not talking about the game, am I? Let me just describe the game, which isn't quite what review is. Let's put a face here. So the gimmick seemed pretty sound, right? We crash landed on a planet and died, but our clones exist now to try and survive and find said beacon. That there. Right, and every time we die we mutate. Is it that every time we die we mutate, or is it just we mutate when we level up? I didn't get far enough to find out, actually, did I? Like, I had the token evolve mechanic because it was teaching me how to play. I don't know what this is supposed to be, so I'm just going to change it into something else. It's another alien, isn't it? It went spewed out whatever that is. But yes, so what this involved is going to a place. We're looking around, getting new guns. All the guns are different. I don't think I've actually played a roguelike like that, because I'm used to roguelikes in simpler. Saying I played a first-person roguelike called Ziggurat, didn't I? Which I mentioned in a video I haven't released yet, which I was supposed to release ages ago, where I reviewed the first 6 games. So there's a first-person game called Ziggurat, which the problem I had with Ziggurat is I couldn't really see its depth from how much I played of it, and I played certainly more than half an hour of it, because my friend wanted me to play it. But this I only played half an hour, so I can't tell how deep it is. I mean, it looks reasonably deep, I can't tell though. Like, the different guns seem good. There was that weirdness with the controller. But, and I do like its use of the colour yellow. It's striking. Like, in a normal review, it'd be absolutely great, and I would have played more of it. But what I'm looking for is just sort of these interesting things. No, that's not fair. It's not fair to say it's not interesting. It's got an inviting world, but like, here's what the point I was making before, which was when in these sort of simplified games, the mechanic is super clear. Whereas this sort of felt more like sort of Diablo, like a roguelite Diablo. Like, not quite, grant you, but a bit. Let's put a little bit of science in this. Cool. There's some aliens there. Not sure what I'm trying to do here. Oops. Let's put some wibbly lines around it. Let's hand this in. So, sorry, I feel like I've not said a lot about the game. I'm struggling to review it. But it was okay. You know, I had fun. I would play it again, hypothetically speaking. There's nothing... I had no reason not to come back to it other than the fact that I have other stuff that I would fancy playing before that. But it played well, it looked good, it had an inviting theme, there was depth there that I couldn't see, like, I can't muster the enthusiasm that I think the game deserves. Because it's like, I came into this because I want experimental sort of unusual stuff, and it feels, I mean, it feels like a AA game, I guess is what I'm getting at, and that doesn't set it apart because there are so many AA games. I want these single A games, I guess, so it's only not getting like shining reviews because my criteria is a bit odd, and I want to make sure that I'm clear with that. Like, I'm struggling because I'm not like a reviewer that with like scores and stuff, and there's probably ways of doing things. But it's, yeah. If you like the look of it, I have no reason to tell you not to play it. Hand it in. It'll be. What's our next thing? And then I'll let you back to write a curse word in cursive. Ooh. Perhaps we shall. Yeah, let's see the outro of the video. Right, that was Beacon. I guess these are all the Freyas mutated. That makes sense. Our next game is Oddrealm. Take control of a group of settlers to build a settlement that survives the pass. Right. This might have more information. This looks very different than I was expecting it to look. Includes a Steam key. You should buy the game through a bundle. This game is in early access. Take control of passing seasons, roaming bandits, underground horrors, and gods from legend. It's procedurally generated biomes and stuff. Items, buildable blueprints. So is this our second survival game? But it's very different style because we have multiple settlers. So it's but it's gone for the pixely style instead. Alright, this seems interesting. Lots of nice. It looks nice. I like pixel art, so. Use a Gnomegeddons. I told you, those gnomes. Those genomes. Can't trust them. Right. That's our next game. I better let you go. I've been... do I get... hang on. I'll let you go on this screen, shall I? I've been John Proxy. You're now leaving the proximity.